Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekly meeting, or the double A meeting, as Martin says. Here we are. Competition ends in about an hour. I didn't just to talk about my build a little bit. I didn't make any adjustments to it. It's still doing the 270 per hour that I was hoping it would do, and I'm in the top 25 as was my goal. So that's great. Should be able to stay in top 25. I don't see how I could possibly drop from this. Yeah, I have a 500 million point lead. Top 25 secured. So yeah, the ranking is about as I expected it to be. So it wouldn't have really made a difference if I would have gotten this like 280 or stayed at 260. I think I would have been in the same price bracket anyways. But tell me, how's everyone doing? How are you doing in the competition? You're doing better than expected. What's your production rate? Argo Roy, hi. H Huey, hello. Wave. Michael M says happy Friday. Epic name, hello there. Farmers Commander, good morning. Dub, good morning. Where are you from? United States, Texas. I'm from Texas. Ultimate Acid, morning. Davidson, hello. Alina, hey there. And hey again. Yeah, the town hall starts in like 5 minutes, so as usual, I'm listening to that because they always share a lot of info. Although lately they've been sharing the info on Wednesdays, which I'm thankful for, honestly. It's better they share the info earlier than Friday. That way we have more time to prepare for what's coming. So we do know that lasagna is going to be the next competition as I expected. That's what I was talking about on Tuesday. We were kind of once again talking about what the next competition was going to be. And yeah, I figured it was lasagna because that's the one that people said, how are we making lasagna without flour? But at the time, we didn't have a way to have more than three craft requirements to a single craft. So it was only, what was it? Pasta sauce, cheese, and eggs. They didn't have any flour. But yeah, the new craft recipe for lasagna will include 3 flour. And they're also raising the cheese requirement from 2 to 3, so it's going to need more cheese. It'll be roughly the same design as what we made 8 months ago if you guys participated in that lasagna competition. Because you're just going to add more windmills for the flour. I suppose you would add wheat. It'll be roughly the same. Lower production rate. Martin went in fast forward last time 72 per hour, went out 68. Not fair. Yikes. Oh yeah, I actually didn't go in fast forward at all. Look, it's been running for 2 days and 21 hours. I've not closed out this page. So it's been running the whole time. It's probably going to take me 2 hours to load up the common ground mode, but that's okay. I'll do it after I end the stream. I'll just leave it running while I go eat lunch and then hopefully come back and start practicing on the lasagna build, because I do want to like get started on lasagna, assuming they push out the update, you know, quick enough. Michael M rank 40, 169 per hour. It's amazing. 169 though. I would have thought that would gotten you top 50. Oh no, wait, you are top 50. What am I thinking? Yes, you are top 50. Yeah. For some reason, I thought that was in top 50. No, great job, Michael. Yeah. Redgo, hello. Edeb, I might not be able to pronounce your entire name there. How can make money withdraw? So you're probably asking how to like withdraw Gala from here. And right now, the only way is through you bridge the Gala from Gala chain to Ethereum, but the fees for that are really high. I wouldn't recommend it, but that is pretty much the only way to withdraw your money at the moment. I'm pretty sure something's coming soon where there'll be another way to withdraw your money. I'm sure it has to do something with the decks coming to Gala chain, but we just don't have enough info on that. But yeah, to answer your question, you're trying to withdraw your earnings. Not the only way, but the way that it's supposed to be done is you bridge your Gala to Ethereum, then you swap it for something else, then you swap it to a cash, possibly. I may defer depending on where you live. That's usually the way I would do it. Hey Now says good morning, Rod. Hello, Hey Now. Oh yeah, Andrew Connolly, hello. And somebody says hi, Andrew. So you did not do sales in Slowtown. Wow. No, I didn't go back to the Slowtown to do sales. You're right. So it's probably full wine bottles and icebox. That's fine. Ultimate Acid rank 6,228 per hour. Okay, yeah. Sounds about right. I don't know if I said my speculations for each rank, but yeah, it sounds about right. I was thinking like 160 and more per hour would be top 50. And I think like 200 per hour or higher would be top 25. And it's kind of hard to tell if that's actually the case, but that was kind of my speculation. I was thinking 300 plus per hour would be top 10, but I would have been wrong. I think most of the people in top 10 are doing 400 per hour minimum by the looks of it, if I had to eyeball it. I mean, I know what some of these people are actually producing, but I think it's 400 minimum per hour for top 10, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, so Town Hall should be starting up in a minute. I already have it pulled up. Oh, they're it looks like they're live now, so let me go ahead and transition to this. I'm not gonna mess with the volume, so the you know, Farmer Michelle and Volcron and Musashi shouldn't be, it should be about the same volume as I am speaking, but if that's not the case, just let me know and I'll adjust the volume again. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just pull it up like that. That's fine. NFT Harbor, probably the best way to buy Gala NFTs. Yeah, the safest way. Best and safest way, yeah. Ready to go, I'm at 137 and just dropped out of 50th place 30 minutes ago. Oof. Yikes. Yeah, I was thinking like 150, 160 per hour to stay in top 50. Here goes the trader.
They say life on the farm is hard but honest work. But in Common Ground World, we farm for a greater cause, saving the planet one soil patch at a time. Build an eco-friendly town, leveraging regenerative agriculture and recover valuable soil. Compete in weekly competitions to earn great prizes. Get rewarded for helping to support our ecosystem and your fellow farmers. Eager to learn more? Well, head on over to Gala Games and start playing now.
I wonder if they've shared this anywhere, or probably not yet. Oh, Musashi's not on this one today.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Hey, Riant. Hey, Farmer Michelle.
Hey, Volcron.
How are y'all?
Good. Happy
I'm really
Friday.
good. Happy Friday, everyone.
Seems like Farmer Michelle's not sick anymore.
Well,
that's good.
let's see who we got in Discord. Edie Lugs, Drew PH, Hefe Sailor, Vulture, Dubstep. Got a message from Time Machine, the Captain, Ives. So great to see you guys again. Welcome. This is our February 23rd Town Hall.
He probably does have a couple
And we've
messages.
been doing this weekly since July of last year. No, sorry, actually 2022.
Yep.
Right?
It's been
So
a while.
year and a half. Yeah. I don't know why I said last year. Anyway, yeah, we'd just like to meet and talk to everybody and give you game updates, answer questions. We have a forum that you can fill out ahead of time, or you can ask us live. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click like and subscribe so you don't have to wonder when we're going live. And it helps if you have notifications on as well. And let's see. We have, I hope you liked our little promo video. I think it's so cute. And thank you, Paul, for playing that for us. And we have some
I
hellos
guess
to
we can
say.
expect
got
that every week.
Postman, Enderain. What else we got here? Somebody whose name matches the background color of Discord.
That's camera.
Martin. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, well, let's get started. We have a link, I think that Michelle sends out every week, right? For where these questions, if you want to send us a question in the middle of the week.
There it
Oh,
is.
she
right
just
in the
shared
chat.
it.
Yeah, I collected almost 900,000
Meth
copper words.
Bazinga. Hello to you too. I get so nervous saying people's names out loud. It's always worried it's a trick.
Right.
It will be one
Okay.
day.
Dula. All right, well, let's jump straight into headlines. We got for rewards, Michelle.
Rewards for the Valentine's card competition just went out. So like yesterday or the day before, probably. Zealy rewards for that last sprint
It's 2 days
also went
ago.
out this week. So everybody got those Valentine stands. So we are all caught up with rewards currently.
Nice. Normally we have
I need to
Ninja
check Zealy
Surprise
more
here
often.
to tell us about Zealy. He's out today. So I have a new link right there. Do you want me to share it or you want to share that? Or
I can share it.
Okay. 2 new quests, I guess, to try out.
Must be. Bam.
That's fun. Hey, Aluya. Happy Friday. Also got a message from Stan. He's working on something cool. And Rostakip, he's working on something cool. We can't really promote people's stuff, but I can definitely say that if they share it in our CGW discussion channel, you should probably check it
Well,
out.
if it's Stan and
We've got
Crypto
some awesome
Dude,
community
they're
members
probably
who put
talking
in
about
a ton of
the
work
build hub.
to make our community better. We appreciate it a lot.
As for Rostakip,
All right. Well,
I'm not sure
about some
other
game
than
updates?
NFT Harbor.
Let's do it.
all right.
Not sure what else he's working
features. If you haven't been listening for the past, 6 or 7 weeks, we're still working on guilds. Our prediction was it'd be about the first quarter to get all that done. And that's going along well. Progress is going well. This past week of development, well, we had Monday off. Some of the US devs did, but still got the library work out of the way. So the owner of a guild can force the return of an NFT, even if somebody's using it.
That's cool.
And they will see that NFT that they borrowed from the guild poof out of their town or out of their
Forcefully
inventory.
take back an NFT. That is
Same as if
cool.
you had traded it on crypto. If you are new to the guild's concept that we're adding here, I want to say it again.
Demar Leroy, hello.
When you stuff your NFT into a guild, when you put it in the library, it is not a chain transaction. It's pure game database. So you're not transferring ownership. I just want to be really clear on that. So there's no fees. You don't lose your property, whatever. It's a pure gameplay feature. So when I say forcing the return of an NFT, that's how you know that it's obviously not some chain operation, because you can't force somebody to trade you stuff if they don't want to.
Yeah, you don't lose your NFT or
Other
anything.
feature, removing. So like if you're the owner, or eventually if you're somebody else that put a NFT in the guild library, and you're like, you know what, I don't want people to play with this toy anymore. I'm going to take it back.
No free lunch.
do
What's
that.
up?
And some of the messaging and prompts around checking one out, and you're going to check one out. Of course, you need messaging saying like, hey, this is available to use, or it's not available. That sort of stuff. 9T2 Shadow. It has started now, my friend. Subscribe on the YouTubes so you'll know, or just read our chat there. Let's see. Back to guild stuff. Yeah. So leaving a guild, checking out an NFT, prompts on that. Some fixes and coordination between our back end and our front end guys.
What's up, Sondula?
It's going really, really well. I think the code base is pretty stable.
There's
and
Dash. I was wondering what Dash
at this
was.
point. So adding these kind of features is relatively straightforward.
He's counting the
And
days that the team
backend guys
has
have
to
mostly
meet
been
their
working on APIs.
goal.
Now, if Frostkip or others who are interested in APIs, other devs are listening, then yes, thank you, Dash Riprock. I love your countdown timer.
I think that's pretty funny.
Anyway,
The
so our
doomsday
API,
clock.
although we haven't exposed it publicly yet, that is something that every time we make an API endpoint, we're
7
thinking about
days. I'm blocking.
who all is going to be able to access this. Is
Can't
it
see.
game only? Is it admin? Or is it possibly public facing? Because we know at some point we want to provide you guys with a ability to use our APIs. Get your town, get the leaderboard, whatever. Other development work over the past week. Anti-cheat. There were a couple ones that came up over the weekend. And, oh, good. Somebody's excited about the API. And, yeah, so I can't say too much about like what these anti-cheat things we do are. But believe us, we look at it every day.
I wouldn't say Dash is
prioritize accordingly,
crazy.
so.
He's just, you know,
As
he
always,
wants
check
the goal to be met. He's giving them a
announcements,
gentle
the
reminder
release
of how much
notes
time
for
they
all of
have.
our latest fixes. This week, it's mostly been data fixes. So that is game updates. Let's see. I don't think we missed any. Don't make the guild leader mad. Okay.
Yeah, I do like how Ultimate Acid said, "Don't piss off the guild leader."
Poor.
Because then what if they take away your NFT in the
that's
middle
an
of the
interesting
competition?
question. So the captain is saying, well, what if I'm relying on an NFT
Yeah, there you go.
that I need for my build, and then the guild owner takes it back? I don't know. That's a social question, isn't it?
It is a social
All right,
question.
so Q
I
and
imagine
and-
that's something you'd have to talk to whoever you're lending the NFT.
In that
from.
case,
I mean,
don't
it
trust the
doesn't
leader.
belong to them. So
Okay,
Yep.
I'm sure we'll have some kind of
Yep.
dispute around that
Let's see.
with someone.
Q&A.
Let's
jump
go.
into that.
yeah, first question I got here says, "Play to earn when?" Question mark.
Okay. Well, our daily challenges coming back on after the end of, or at the end of Q2, right? So that's when we're
Yes.
doing that kind of earning.
Correct.
But if you want to earn some stuff, you could always play in a competition. You play the competition, you earn the winnings. So you can do
we've
that
also
today.
got those free NFTs every month. We got the one for playing 10 days and one for playing 25 days every month, as long as you've made a certain amount of sales. And then free ones for node owners too.
That's a good point. Sounds like there's a lot of ways to earn. And there's also the Zelia rewards.
Right.
That's a way to earn too.
Man.
You got plenty of options.
I suppose that's true.
Next one is for you, Michelle.
I
Hey,
always forget
when
to
to
check
consider
ZV.
changing the competition date to Fridays?
Didn't they do a
I
survey
feel like we
about
get
that?
this question every single week, and I'm surprised how often it comes up during these town halls, since it's in the poll and we take a vote and people continue to choose Tuesday at noon as the most popular option.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't make that decision. You all make that decision. So that's the answer, I guess.
How's that survey going?
If you all want it changed to Friday, gather up your friends and vote for Friday.
Sounds good. The next question is about, as a community, can we, and then it's a very long question, it's basically asking, do you guys analyze the competitions when they're over? And the answer is yes. We have to give out rewards, we have to run reports, and we look at all sorts of stuff. So yeah, there is a stars and cash analysis on those competitions. Riant himself here is the one that is our report genius and
Right.
looks at
Yeah,
all those numbers.
We always make sure that all the winners comply with they are not
Twitter.
cheating, they are not glitching the game
Crypto cartel.
to
Hello.
get higher positions before sending the rewards. Well, we always try to make sure it's fair.
People want to hear
Nice.
that, right? Like,
Yeah, and it's hard, right?
take
with
out the
any online
cheaters,
game,
because
especially a competitive one.
I mean, there's cheaters,
Uh,
right?
to
The
do-
Volcron has
next
that.
one
There's
is
bugs that got fixed,
Can we have
the
so
test
people
event?
were cheating.
oh,
Yeah.
all right.
May we have the test event towns provided when the game update happens? Why is there a 1-day wait for those to become available? This would be especially helpful for players on the other side of the planet, being half a day or more ahead of USA time.
Yeah, well, that was so having them start on Saturdays was not a gameplay decision. It was more of a process decision what I mean by that is we do a release on Friday. There's always the possibility. Well, one, it's bad luck to release on Fridays, but we do it anyway. And there's always the possibility that something will go wrong. We don't
They
want to
do
be
it
pushing out
anyways,
hot
yeah.
fixes and bug fixes and whatever all day Friday and interfering with your game should that ever happen. So like, let's give us the, room and just start it on Saturday so people aren't doubly mad. And that's really it, honestly. So some of that would be fixed with blue-green deploys, which is something that our backend lead is architecting and working on a bit. So don't want to get into that too much, but that would help alleviate that.
Well, the next question says, can we add a sold column in the production monitor? This would help keep track of overproduction per hour and truly being able to squeeze everything out of the build.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that one comes up a
Sandula,
lot.
let's see if
That's
the
definitely in
banner
our feature
light
backlog.
is
I think I
patched
made the
for
ticket
next
myself.
meta.
And
What
yeah,
are
that
you
would be
talking about?
valuable. So let's see. Next one is for Reant. Will there ever be an ice sculpture meta?
Well,
Banner of
that's a really
lights.
interesting concept. I've been thinking about it.
Sculpture
I
meta
really
sounds
like
cool.
when users share ideas on what kind of new competitions, new NFTs, or new crafts or buildings they would like to see in the game. About this one in particular, I'm trying to think what the recipe of its crafts will be, like ice blocks and what else? Maybe tools. We're trying to introduce monthly concepts like
Ariel,
we saw in
hello.
January with
Doing
coffee
good, thank you.
and eco paper now in February. So please let me know what kind of concepts you would like to see in game.
Ice
What kind of
cream, which
buildings
according to Farmer
or
Michelle is
new
definitely
crafts
going
you
to
would like to see
happen.
in game.
She
It's
hinted
great when
sometime in
users
the
share
summer though,
how
which
would
makes
they
sense.
run the game and create new concept with it. So thank you for the question.
Yeah, share your craft ideas. Sure. It's always
Dr.
That's
Heggie
always
says
cool.
maybe the competition is just 48 hours. It's funny how the pendulum swings back and forth, right? Like we make it short, they want it longer. We make it longer, they want it shorter.
I think 3-day long
Yeah.
competitions
Well,
are
we did. I think
just good.
people got
just
was
fine.
it this May Mayhem? Maybe it was last May Mayhem where we did different length competitions every week to try to see what people wanted, and then did a vote at the end. And 72
Tabuka,
hours was
hello.
what won that one. And I think that's why people continue to vote 72 hours because
The
we did a
Panner
couple
bug.
of 24-hour ones,
Okay.
we did some 48-hour
Where
ones, we did a
they're,
couple like 7-day
Still
ones,
casting shade.
and then let people choose at the end what time frame they liked best.
Yeah. Ooh, Postman's got the Noir Hero.
Banner shades. Yeah, some kind of bug with the
No, that does
Panner's
not mean that you
still
win the
casting
ice
shade,
sculpture
I believe.
competition automatically. It is
I
a
love that
beautiful
one.
NFT
Yeah.
though, yeah.
Went from 170 to 233 says
I don't have
Tyler.
the real
Oof.
one, but I have one in the entire test towns.
All those fast
Use
forwarding
it all
people.
the time. Let's see. The captain says, I would like to see all bugs fixed before adding anything new. Yeah, it's a hard balance, man. You know, me personally, I'm a completionist and I love to check all the boxes and,
They
and all
take
that.
away
That's
shade?
just my personality.
Oh.
And
Oh wow. I didn't even know that.
You know, balancing features versus old promises that we made. Some of these promises years old versus bug fixes. It's a hard call. So, yeah.
There you go, Crypto Cartel.
A lot of
For
chat
future
run away
reference.
with the postman's discussion about the ice sculpture. I don't see too many live questions today, though.
So they're
No,
like
not really.
beacons
I
of
see
lights on
the
Dilla.
mention of the Panner
Yeah, I didn't know
bug, which
that.
we are definitely working on it as a high priority. So
Okay,
as
they
soon
know
as
about
we
it.
get it fixed, you guys will know.
Mm-hmm.
Any other live questions before we move on?
Bazinga, Panner Brothers bug is getting fixed today. Nope, not today.
Well, that sucks. Well, what did they fix it on Monday then?
All right. Oh, man, I see some images showing up in our leak section, but we're not there yet. Now it's time. Let's see, live feedback. Oh, maybe it is leaks time. Is it leaks time?
Leaks time.
It might be. If I drop these images in the chat, I don't know, Riant, do you want to talk about them at all? Or
Puppies.
Absolutely, yeah.
sweet, let me throw some
Oh
in the
man,
chat.
I'm so excited.
Let's
Hold
show
on, I'm
it.
trying to get. There we go. What does that tell you guys? I don't know what to think about that.
All right, here you
What we
go.
got going on there?
Say
We got
hi to the
dogs?
Great Pyrenees, your new best friend.
Oh,
It's a new NFT concept that we have been working on. We're
we
trying
had like
to
10
always
dogs.
introduce new ideas on what is
Cool.
interesting
What do they
to the
do?
game in value, right? And we thought, okay, maybe some town folk would be interesting. A cute dog walking around your town, giving a special ability that
Mhm.
could help you in your competitions. And we are really excited to show it for the first time now, the Great Pyrenees. We are thinking how to name it.
Drop it
We
now.
want to have a name for the puppy. And we want to let you decide on it. We have not really decided on how to do it, but we, of course, want to have a name for the puppy.
Dub
So say hi to the
doggies.
Great
I was
Pyrenees,
just kidding.
and we will let you know when you can get it.
Dub's pack of dogs.
You're so cute.
Okay, let's not name it Dub.
Yes.
Doggy.
Barkron. I love it. Barkron.
Spike.
Barkron. Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of good names.
Pack of poodles. Puppy McPuppy face, says the captain.
Nigel.
Pink puppy.
Steve. Great idea, Ripper.
Puppy McPuppy face. Yeah, we don't
Steve.
we
Take
don't
the dog,
want a
okay.
McBolt face situation, of course. Boaty McBolt face.
Name them after
Yeah, that's right.
the reindeers or something.
Doggy McDogface. Yeah. So I don't know. Actually, let me ask you a live question, Riant. So this is the vision for this one is it would be some kind of
Dogs
card.
sound great.
It doesn't take up any town
But what
space,
kind
right?
of
So it'd be
dogs?
like a skin, but
Right.
the dog would still walk around in your town.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually has animations.
Okay.
A
It's
So it'd be like
skin
the
that
style and
adds
ride or
10
something.
dogs to your
correct.
town.
That's the concept. Yeah,
Okay.
and give a global ability, which is TBD.
Okay.
Right.
So some kind of
Mhm.
global ability affects the whole town. Puppy wanders.
Correct.
That's cool. And is this something
Cosmetic
that you
plus
see
utility.
being later in the year when
They
we
can
level
carry
up
stuff to
NFTs, something
storages.
that
I
would
don't
level
think
up?
they'll.
Oh,
the-
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good
I think
idea.
I wouldn't like to
but
delay
I don't think that's what they're
bringing
aiming
this
for.
puppy live because of waiting of upgradable NFTs. But eventually, when we get that, they will absolutely be able to be leveled up.
Hmm.
But the Great Pyrenees, we'd really like to see it soon in the store, so I wouldn't wait for it. But eventually, when we have the ability, we will, of course, want to do it.
Oh, why didn't I think about as somebody who's had dogs his whole life? Why didn't I
Super,
think about what
super.
everybody's saying?
Mhm. How many NFTs did I use in my
Why don't we
build?
name our
Oh boy,
pets in the game, our
That's,
companions?
that's a
Each
good
one
question.
to name their
Crypto.
own Pyrenees.
Yeah,
That's an interesting concept.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
kind of want
he'd
to
come out of the box with his,
count it out.
adoption center name, but cool idea. Okay.
I would love them users to be able to name it.
Well, let's see competition info. What do you say, Farmer Michelle?
Yeah, this next week's competition is lasagna. We did change the lasagna recipe. It used to
Right.
be 2 cheese, 2 pasta sauce, and an egg, which was a bit weird. That's not how I would make lasagna. So we
Without
added
flour.
we
So
added more
weird.
cheese and we added flour, so that
Makes
it at least is more like what pasta would be like. So there is some pasta in there kind
40
of now,
Oh,
closer
wait,
than there
the
was
favorites.
before. So now it's 3 cheese, 2 pasta sauce, 3 flour, and an egg. That biome is forest to north. The edges are forest to the north, river to the east, ocean to the south, and another river to the west. Let me put that in the chat so
2
everybody can
rivers,
see it.
1 ocean. They did
This,
They do
standard
already have
1
this in the
gas for
Common Ground
trades, but
World
it's 120
announcements.
seconds trade time for a standard trade depot and 60 seconds for an express depot. Regular Gala rewards for the top 1200. No ghost card or blueprint or anything this week.
Oh, I knew we were gonna need lots of
And
milk.
that's
No for lunch. I knew
it.
it.
White rice is cash boosted. I didn't put up any pictures of the starter towns. So y'all have to wait until it goes live.
That's fine.
It's got a lot of stuff in it this week, so you'll see it when it goes live.
What's the
White rice is going to be boosted from 1700 to 4500, and the lasagna is
4500?
going to be
Okay.
star boosted.
What I was
Jam
wondering.
is still cash boosted also at 60,000, and then silver and bracelets are returning back to their standard values.
Right. Crypto. Apparently, I'm using 161 NFTs.
That is all that I've got for competition info.
Man,
161.
any chance I can win this
If
one?
you count all the pay roads and all the skins. And
I don't think
stuff.
so. Not against you guys, but it's fun. If Stan, if you're listening, will you post your thing? We can't really post it to endorse it, but I'm playing around with your builder and would love to see what people think about that.
Yeah, Stan, post the build hub. I need to make a video on it as well.
That's exciting, Michelle. Thank you for sharing that.
Although I don't think it's too complicated to use.
Riant, do you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
talk
Jam
about
is cash
our
boosted again.
sale?
Absolutely.
I just sell silver
Within
and
3
stuff, though.
hours from now, at 11 a.m. PST, the Nonna Trattoria will hit the store. What's the Nonna Trattoria? Nonna Trattoria means in Italian grandmother's restaurant.
Okay.
So this new
Grandmother's
NFT
restaurant.
will give a 2-1 passive tomato to surrounding tiles. It's a passive NFT. Also, 30% decrease in craft timers in the sauce facility directly adjacent to it, right? No roll requires, casts no negative proximities, and it will cost $350. It's an epic
Which
NFT.
I think is a lot.
So
We'll talk
it
more
will
about
help
the
a lot
NFT a
in the
little
lasagna
later.
competition to bring up the tomato pasta.
I'm just gonna call it
paste.
the tomato stand,
sauce.
just for
Yeah, the pasta sauce. That's it.
just, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Tomato stand, mama's, whatever it's
Passive
called.
tomatoes are really going to come in handy with a bunch of different stuff too. They're pasta
Don't
sauce,
count the
or tomato
road.
paste, and for
But
four
the
cheese
roads are
pizza.
NFTs.
So it may come in handy for other events down the line as well. Is this one?
Crypto cartel, not counting roads and ghost cards and all
See
that
someone
stuff.
asking if
It's
there's a discount.
45
No, there's not a
NFTs.
discount.
That's what I counted out here. 45. I don't
That's all
understand
we've
why
got
they don't
for
do
sale information.
discount
Does
for
anyone have
brand
any
new
other live
NFT.
questions? We must have talked really fast this week.
No, there just wasn't a whole lot of info.
Not fast enough to defeat the garbage truck that goes by my
No.
house every AMA.
Bad timing.
Town is asking about the Brightwind sales, which I heard they were delayed because they still need to move them to Gala chain or something.
I don't see any other live questions. Has everyone out there been taking our community survey for the quarter? I hope so.
Marco
Let me post a link
Beleno,
to it in the chat just in
did an
case anyone
untested
hasn't
tweak on
taken
your
it yet.
build with skins and cards, able to make 80
Oh, I
per
see a
hour.
bright wing.
Very
wind
nice.
question.
It's at 80 per hour.
We have find some difficulties bringing up back to the store. We are working on it. We will let you know in advance when we will be able to release them.
Any other live questions out there? Where are the questions, LV Postman? We've answered every question. I see the question open to active players first. I'm not quite sure what that question is referring to.
I'm not even sure. Can't bring them back because they sold them by mistake. They were sold in the Ethereum chain. They need to move them over to
I see
Gala
another
chain.
question that
At
says
least
why
that's my
more
understanding.
beacons. There aren't any more beacons. There are also not any more Hanks to sell. Those have already all sold out.
Oh, the captain brings up a good question, which we'll see if Farmer Michelle addresses it.
I see people asking for more info on the bug. Like I keep saying, the team is working on it. That's really all that we know right now. I see Madukari is asking when the leaderboard is going to start updating itself automatically.
Yeah, that's a ways off. That's part of our improved backend thing. So nice things like that have to come after the promises that we've made in the past, like earning and upgradable NFTs.
So I'd imagine Q4 or later. I see LV Postman is asking about the Brightwind sale again, which we've already talked about a couple of times.
Should have a lottery system.
There's not really a way to limit the sale to only active players. There's really just no way to do that in the store. It's not possible.
Oh, to stop the flippers. That would be a
The
good
store
idea.
doesn't track like how often people play the game and then only limit it that way.
I think they could make a system like that. They're just choosing not to do that right now. Michael, what's the Panner Brother bug? I have 3 brothers placed, but yet have...
I see people asking if we're going to continue to run the competition if the bug is not fixed. I'd imagine that we will, but I don't have a direct answer. That's something we'd have to ask people more important than myself.
That's the question I was wondering if she would address. I'm not sure. I mean, I could try to replicate it. I'm not going to replicate it on here for obvious reasons. But after the competition ends, we'll put down the Panner houses and see
what
how
happened
it
to
affects
TS
the
nodes being
shade.
used to keep the leaderboard updated? Still the plan. The nodes running, fast forward is definitely a cost reduction and utility feature that we want to add. Our the first step, of course, is getting the nodes converted to NFTs so we can use them in features like guilds, and then improving our node. I don't know what you'd call it, maybe awareness or just the tech we have around working with nodes.
Ban everyone who
and
uses
then,
a Panner.
really the biggest hurdle on that one is a consensus layer. You can imagine if a town is being fast forwarded, you don't want just one node to provide the answer, right? So building a consensus layer and stuff like that. So a lot of planning has gone into that. It's just got to be prioritized like everything else.
LV Postman, I don't believe we can limit them per account. What we can do is limit them per transaction. That might slow the sale down if you think that all 100 of them are going to sell out in a half a second. That's something we would have to decide as a team. And we'll let you know. It'll be in the announcement before the sale goes live.
The thing she said about not being able to limit per account, I actually don't believe that.
They make foundries
because
less smoky.
Eternal
I
Paradox
can't see my town.
actually does that. They limit items
They do put
per
out a lot of
account.
smoke.
So I actually disagree with what she says there. I do think there is a way for them to limit it.
Make that more transparent, maybe. It's something we'd have to ask the art team.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's definitely a way to limit per account. There has to be, because Eternal Paradox does it. Can you make a video about how to refine a build so can find the bottleneck faster and how to fix it? Yeah, I think it would make more sense to do that with
Heggie,
like the build showcase I share.
Silverforge. Is that really very overpowered though? I mean, it produces stuff, but
I mean, it only makes silver, so silver's not like a high cash value item. It's basically like using a legendary wheat stand for your windmills. It's really not any different than that.
Yeah, 1 per transaction doesn't really solve anything, as No Free Lunch says, because it's fast and cheap. Really, you could just open 10 tabs and just buy one from each tab really quickly. So it doesn't really make a difference making it 1 per transaction.
I'm not seeing too many other urgent questions here. think we're about done for the week. What do you all say?
Yeah, I don't see any other questions. Just people talking
I'll show you
about
guys what I
gameplay
mean
stuff.
about the limit per account thing with Eternal Paradox in a moment.
Seems a lot of people think that silver is overpowered now. Though I know for sure that if we were to change silver to require more silver ore, it would be a riot in the chat.
Yes.
And everybody would say that we nerfed their NFTs,
Yeah.
and they would be super mad. So
Yeah. Oh, you know, Farmer Michelle. Yeah, you are correct.
when frozen wine. I've never had frozen wine before, though I have heard of wine slushies.
Yeah, I don't think they really have anything else to talk about. They're just reading questions and comments in the chat.
All right, I don't see any other questions, so we can probably head back to work.
All right.
Let's do it.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. It's been great hanging out with you.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Yes, have a great weekend.
Make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. And with that, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Okay, looks like that's over. I'm pretty sure there is a way. Actually, there definitely is a way for them to limit it per account. Because that's what Eternal Paradox does. I don't see why Eternal Paradox can do that and why Common Ground World can't do that. It doesn't make sense to me. So there has to be a way. I'll show you what I mean by that in case some of you don't play Eternal Paradox, which it's understandable. Let me turn this back on. I think they do it with 3 items. So let me check those 3 items. And then we can talk more about the other stuff in a bit. Make this bigger. Okay, in Eternal Paradox, there are these items, these chests, Stamina Package, Immortal Emblems, Random Box, Land, Grant, Random Box. I'm not really going to explain what they're for in here, but the point I'm trying to make is they have a limit to how many of these you can purchase every single day per account. So the Stamina Box, the Stamina Package, you can only purchase 5 of these every day, and the reset period is at the 0 UTC whenever it's a new day in Eternal Paradox. So it, like, if you can try to buy 5 of these and it says you are eligible, but if you try to buy more than 5 in a single day, it's gonna say you are not eligible for this item. I haven't bought them for today, but I will buy them later. But yeah, if I were to buy 5 of them and then go back and try to buy 1 more, then it would give me the you are not eligible for this item notification here, and there's no way for me to buy it. So there absolutely is a way for them to limit it per account. I don't know why they're choosing not to do that, and I honestly think it would be a great idea if they would limit some of these NFT sales to, like, let's say 1 or 2 per account per day. That way, if it doesn't sell out the first day, then they can always come back and buy another one the next day. And they don't even have to do this for every single NFT sale, but the community has an idea of what NFTs will more than likely sell out within the span of a few minutes. Because if they don't have this limit in place, it doesn't stop a person from buying 10 or 20 of these in a single transaction, and that's how they sell out in under a minute. Also, if this stamina package didn't have a limit, it would sell out pretty much all the time. Although they always restock this. This isn't actually an NFT, it's just a resource in the Eternal Paradox. That limit also applies to the Immortal Emblems random box and the Land Grant random box. You can only purchase one of these every single day. If you try to purchase one, you're just going to get the "you are not eligible for this item" message. So that's, yeah, there is a way to limit it. I don't know why they're choosing not to do that. I just wanted to talk about that. Let's see. And sure, you could, like, I suppose, make another account and buy it from that account. I mean, first of all, that's against terms of service. That's like Corn. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, if you make another account just to try to buy another NFT, that's like against the rules and all. But I'm sure people are gonna try to do that anyways. But it's still more time consuming than purchasing 20 of them in one transaction. So it's still better they limit it to one per account than not limit it at all, in my opinion. Sandula DM, okay. Let's see. Okay, I see. So it's a very specific way to replicate the bug, and I'm sure some people messed with it and figured it out for who knows how long. So, well, all they can do right now is just try to fix the bug, right? Tabuka, that was short. Did they spoke about any earnings and roadmap? Not really, Tabuka, because it's all the same information. Their goal is still to try to do the guild system before the first quarter, which is end of March. Then their second goal would be to do the daily challenges, which would bring the daily earnings, and that would be before the second quarter, which is the end of June, I think. That would be it. I think it's end of June. Yeah, end of June would be second quarter. Also, I got on Zeely. Oh yeah, there is a mission for joining the town hall. Let's see, it's still too late to do it. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to check Zeely at least once a week to stay in the top 25, because the last two NFT rewards they gave out on Zeely have actually been good. And when they say it's a way to earn, I agree, because like you could just earn yourself a Valentine's Day stand and just sell it for like $200 and just cash that out. That's definitely a way to earn. Although for Zeely, it's the people that have been doing it for the past couple months that have the highest advantage. Zeely's not really a fair system because they don't reset everything every single month. That is the only downside to that. Martin, I think Obi Postman said how thing with NFT planners work, the shade thing. Yeah, it sounds like a specific setup that you can't accidentally do. I think you have to do it on purpose. But it does sound obviously game breaking, so they do need to fix that. And as Farmer Michelle alluded to Captain's question, if they don't manage to fix the bug, they would probably need to cancel or delay the competition, because now we're at a point where people know about the bug, and they need to fix it, or else people are just gonna abuse it. And if they're abusing it, well, it reduces the value of, say, the beacon of light, for example. Because for this competition in particular, getting rid of shade would allow you to have, I suppose, trees closer to the buildings, or panning sites closer to the buildings. I assume it doesn't get rid of dirty, so you can't really have forges closer. So it gives you some advantage, although for next competition, if you were able to get rid of shade, it would be a tremendous advantage. It would be, ooh, so much. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, found it by accident? Okay. I mean, I suppose I found a bug by accident in the Eternal Paradox, so not impossible. Oh, okay, Martin, he shared it step by step. That's cool. I mean, you share it with the Common Ground World team, that way they can find out how to replicate it, that way they can find out how to fix it. That's ultimately the best way to fix it. Ultimate Acid, your first top 100? Sweet. Still have shade on my minerals? Yeah. What was the new NFT called? Because I just called it the tomato stand. Pannerbug you could accidentally do once and remove one shade around the in-game panner houses, but removing all the shade would definitely be exploiting it. Oh, okay. Let me find the announcement. I didn't really write down any notes because, I mean, we already have all the information here on Discord. It was shared on Wednesday, with the exception of how much white rice sells for, which we did get that information out. I'm thankful that they gave us 2 rivers to work with, and obviously the ocean, because you're gonna need a lot of salt in order to make, what was it, was it the pasta sauce? Something needed a lot of salt. I think it was the pasta sauce. But yeah, you're gonna want to have your, obviously, your salt fields next to the ocean if you don't have an NFT for passive salty. Let me actually check pasta sauce. Yeah, that is the one that needs all the salt. Okay. And I talked more about lasagna on Tuesday whenever I finished my build. And we were kind of speculating on what the next competition was going to be. I even took a look at my no NFT lasagna builds from 8 months ago. And I still think it's going to be similar to that. I would expect some people will probably take a look at that build and try to come up with a design using that, since I noticed some people did that with my no NFT bracelets build, and it worked out for them as far as I can tell. So yeah, that's going to be pretty similar. Looks like a good biome to work with. Trade time kind of does suck, 2 minutes, so if you don't have the express depot, I can see that you probably need to run 2 or 3 trade depots. Gems cash boosted for the people who love doing gem rush. I don't think white rice is viable. Maybe if you have a lot of the mixing tent NFTs, but I don't imagine a lot of people have those, except maybe the very top people. I'll talk about the NFT a little bit. Nana's Trattoria, or the tomato stand, I'll just call it. So 2 pounds of tomato, which isn't that amazing because tomatoes really aren't that hard to make. 30% craft time to the craft timers and sauce facility is actually pretty good, because you do craft 3 different things in sauce facility, if I remember correctly. You craft the pasta sauce, the rice vinegar, and something else. What was it? The tomato paste, yeah. Has that pulled up? yeah, rice vinegar, tomato paste, pasta sauce. So you're crafting 3 different things there. You'd more than likely have the tomato stand there for the actual tomato paste craft, since that's the one that requires tomatoes. In the future, you could also use that tomato stand with the Italian restaurant for the pizza craft. So it has a little bit of utility in my opinion, not that useful. And like I said, tomatoes are actually pretty easy to craft. Craft time is 20 seconds. So you get tomatoes really fast and you only need 3 water. So yeah, passive tomato is not that amazing. And it costs $350. That's too much. For the utility, I would not recommend that one. And I'm not interested in it personally. Yeah, if you guys have a different opinion on that NFT, let me know, but I don't think it's that great. I would imagine people are gonna, if they are gonna spend on something, they're gonna want to get the right wind, because they figure it's probably worth more than what the Common Ground World team is going to sell it for on the store. Pasta sauce is 3 salt, yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, the competition ends in 10 minutes. 17th place. I'm not gonna replicate that bug, as somebody mentioned. LV Postman, I think, put the steps in the Gala Games Discord. If you were to replicate it in like casual, I really don't think you'd get in trouble. But if you were to replicate it in the competition, I wouldn't personally do that. Since why would you take the risk, especially when the competition's about to end? And, you know, I'm pretty sure they'll fix it before the next actual competition starts up. They don't care about shade, right? The tomatoes do care about shade. They're not immune to it. No free lunch. It's not like peppermint. Yeah, tomatoes... hold on. Am I wrong? Let me actually double check. I have that information here. No, they don't care about shade. No. Sorry, no free lunch. You're right. It's been a while. You know, I could easily test that one out, alright? You're right. Tomatoes don't even care about shade. They're much easier. Cecil, hello. Much easier to deal with. Okay, I have like dirty all over the place, so it's not really... Can't really set a good example. Yeah, tomatoes don't care about shade. You're right. You are right. Tomato for water, apparently. Not for water to build it. Wow, I can't even build it because I would need to probably restart my town because it's been a long time. I hope my town's not screwed up because I didn't restart it for like the past 3 days. Yeah. Let's not mess with that. Take my word for it, guys. Take Tatuisa's word. Tomatoes do not care about shade. All right. The town's starting to lag. I've been running this since like probably the start of the competition. Yeah. I almost made it to 1 million copper ore. Yeah, some crazy numbers. It doesn't need wood. Oh, Sandula. It's just 3 water to grow tomatoes. 4 water to build them. 3 water to grow them. But yeah, apparently not affected by shade. Might need a quick refresh. Well, the point is that the tomato stand, it really isn't that useful, especially for the price they're selling it for. At that point, you might as well just save up for a bright wind if you did want to buy something super useful. Yeah. Aren't they positively affected by shade? No, Epic Name, you're thinking of wasabi. Wasabi is positively affected by shade. Tomatoes just don't care about shade. Smiling Monster, hello. Where have you been, Smiling? Probably enjoying The Walking Dead in Champions Arena. Epic Name like Salt Fields with Salty. No, it's not the same. Sleeping like a log. That's good. I've done that before too. It's nice. How many of you have actually like already have an idea for lasagna? Because I saw some people, at least in the Dub Guild, already talking about their speculated production rates for lasagna. I'm like, hey, we're still doing bracelets here, but that's cool. That is cool that you're already some of you are already planning ahead. And I do want to get started on lasagna on some kind of design. Got to record some video footage and then get ready to stream later today. Awesome. Earlier, Wajer asked me if I can make a video like kind of explaining how to find the bottleneck and figuring out what you would need to improve. I think it would be easy for me to do this when I do the build showcase, and then like sometimes in that video I will even point out what the bottleneck is, and I will tell the audience this is probably what you need to do if you want to get a higher production rate. I have done that before, but I don't execute it in those videos. I don't actually put it into practice, because like I just tell you guys that is the idea to make it better. I could do another video where I do put it into practice. I feel like that is pretty much improving the design more than what I already got it to. So it takes up more time, which means less time for me to practice my own personal build, which I still enjoy doing. I still want to spend at least one day or even a couple hours on my own personal build, which I usually do that on Mondays, just so I can have a good enough build to compete in the competition with. Because I enjoy playing the game and making my own competitive build as much as I enjoy making the no NFT build and making a video or a guide to help people out. I don't want to spend more time trying to make a perfect no NFT required build, because that's not the point of the videos that I share. I'm not trying to give you guys the absolute best, most optimized build that you can possibly make without no NFTs. The whole point is I give you an idea. It helps you understand how the build's supposed to look like. If you decide to use the exact same build, that's cool. I'm not stopping you, and I give you permission. That's completely fine if you want to do that. I do hope that you find a way to improve it. But yeah, if I were to make another video actually pointing out what needs to be upgraded and doing it myself, I think that would be like an upgraded design. And whenever I do these upgraded designs, it's usually only shown to my supporters first, and then to the public like later in the week, or probably when the competition ends. That way not everybody has that advantage, and they do have to figure it out themselves. But if they want to, they can still watch that video and hopefully help them learn. I've done videos like that in the past with the upgraded builds. They don't get as many views, and that's fine. I would assume the people who do decide to view them are the ones that actually do want to figure out how to do better. But yeah, it's something I could do, not something I will probably do all the time. That took a while to explain. Hopefully I didn't bore anyone with all that. Cecil, I made 10 bracelets. I hope you made more than 10 bracelets, but at least you made 10 bracelets. You do need to sell at least 100 to qualify for the NFT, the Hasty Glass Factory, which is gonna be nice for me since I do Wine Bottle Rush. I'm not sure how much it's gonna help out everybody else. We're not even using it on the next competition. No, but we are gonna use it on the beer competition. Is what I'm calling it right now, because that's what we speculate it is. Tattoos for you to crush with your no NFT top build. Build is ready to test. Oh, okay. Bracelet work ended Tuesday. Lasagna build ready. Already. Well, I just start practicing on the beer build. Kenny P first top 200 finish. Nice. Tubuka, I think if use your idea to get some green craft timer windmills using salt fields and tomatoes, anything else since open, and that's a very good idea, Tubuka. Yes, do take advantage of that. Have green timer windmills, salt fields nearby since they don't affect the windmills, and then the tomatoes, as long as the tomatoes aren't in the salty range, because tomatoes are negatively impacted by salty, so you don't want to have them close to the ocean. It shouldn't be too hard to make that happen with 2 rivers on each side. Yeah, looks like we're good here. Joe O'Neill, I'm the effing king of finishing 1 outside of tier 101 this week, 52 last week. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. 2 times in a row, huh? That sucks. The competition's about to end in a couple seconds. RBS, there is something fishy going on with leaderboard. Keep losing rank fast in the last hours with the same production rates. Not well, RBS, a lot of people say that, but it's really people coming out of offline mode and fast forwarding their towns so that then you actually see where they are in the leaderboard. You really don't see the real leaderboard until the last hour of the competition. That is the only disadvantage to offline / fast forward. I do think you still need to have offline / fast forward. That way people can play the game without having to leave their game on for the full 3 days. I mean, they could turn off their computer if they want to. I usually still leave my game on, but I like the comfort of knowing that if my power goes off and the computer shuts down or I lose an internet connection for some reason, that my game is still, you know, progressing in the background, or, well, whenever I fast forward it, I will recover all that progress. No free lunch, top 50, congratulations. And I made it to top 25 twice in a row. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. So that's amazing. Tubuka, yeah, 500 Gala is mine. Nicely done. Gemaris, 352, all right. Troy Mills. Yes, very misleading. Dropped over 225 places in the last 12 hours. Yeah, you can whatever the leaderboard says the past 2 days really doesn't matter. It only matters in the last hour or so. Joe, some people are cutting fast forward close. I dropped 3 spaces with 5 minutes to go. I feel like some people do that on purpose nowadays. They fast forward in the last couple minutes. They like time it exactly right before the competition ends or something. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. And I did that with a build that I practiced a little more than a day, actually. I did spend more than a day practicing this one. Hopefully I didn't run into any issues here, because I left it running for like the full 3 days. Okay, there we go. Am I still on here? It looks like it. All right, that's good. Yeah. All right. Well, normally I go on common ground and like in 10 or 20 minutes it loads up and I sell my wine bottles and ice blocks. I think it's gonna take like 2 hours for this to load up, guys, so I probably won't spend that much more time streaming this. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. If you think you want me to talk about any specific NFTs or strategies. Plan is to do a no NFT required lasagna build. It will probably be somewhat similar to the one I made 8 months ago, but adjusted with the new biome, taking advantage of a couple green timer windmills and the new craft requirements. I don't really have an idea of what the goal would be for the production per hour right now. Yeah, Joe, congrats to the team, and Dub. Homeboy Gaming, hello, and thank you. Thanks, Homeboy. Hope you did well as well. You just logged in? I hope you fast forwarded your time before the competition ended. I would think you did. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I had a whole guide for lasagna 8 months ago. I think this was around May Mayhem. It's probably not as relevant now. Especially since that one we had a Salt Rush. So in that guide, I kind of pulled people to do Salt Rush. But since Salt isn't cash boosted, it doesn't make sense to, you know, do Salt Rush. Speaking of the cash rush, I would assume most people would probably do gold, silver if they have the NFTs for that now. Jam if they like doing Jam Rush. I really don't expect people to sell white rice for cash. Just doesn't, it's not easy. It's not that easy to quickly get to white rice production, in my opinion. Michael M. Penner, Brother Penner's no shade. I am just curious. Well, the LV Postman did post the steps to doing that on the Gala Games Discord. And if you want, I can tell you what he said right here. I'm not gonna replicate it myself, but if people say it works, it works. And hopefully that's something that they fix before the next competition starts out. Otherwise, they're probably just gonna delay the competition. Oh, 16th place, homeboy. All right, Rachel, hello. It was before Hanks. Yeah, it was before Hanks. So imagine the production now. No, but I'm talking about the no NFT build that I did anyways. It's not like I use Hanks in the no NFT required build. Also, just because somebody is sharing how to do the bug doesn't mean they were exploiting it, guys. Just to make that clear, it just means that they're aware of it. It's better that everybody is aware of it, at least, especially the team. That way they can replicate it and fix the bug. So don't freak out just because somebody is sharing exactly how to do the bug. They probably didn't figure it out themselves. They might have figured it out from somebody else. But anyways, the bug in question that they were talking about during the town hall is if you were to have the three Panner brothers place, that would be Goldie, Sylvester, and Cooper. And it says you remove and replace one of the brothers and it decreases the shade one tile around the Panner house and the bunk houses. I assume that's what it sounds like. And you can keep doing that until all the shade is removed around the Panner houses and bunk houses. That's the way it's worded here. So it does make it sound like you could pretty much permanently remove the shade from almost every single tile in the town, which would be overpowered if you just completely get rid of shade, especially when there's a meta that involves windmills. So that's kind of the gist of how that bug was working. Unfortunately, it does seem like some people knew about it during this competition and were taking advantage of it. I don't think it's like a massive advantage for this competition, because I might be wrong, but like I can only see that really helping you out with tree farms and the panning sites, because you'd be able to have them closer to your buildings that cast shade. Maybe I'm not calculating something there, but that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, but hopefully that gets fixed. Anyways, it's not even lunchtime yet, but I'm gonna head out for now, and then later eat something, and then later, once the update goes out, start working on some kind of idea. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan, guys. Pointless competition. Yeah, it's not really useful to do that for this one, but you know, there might be some benefit there. It's still a game-breaking bug. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully competition went well for you. Get some practice in for lasagna. I already updated the Townstar playbook. It should have pretty much all the information in there. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out and watching, and I'll see you later. As always, I appreciate your support. If you are going to buy the new NFC, feel free to use my link. I don't recommend that new NFC, but you know, thank you, and see you later.